on through. Golden, the man to pick up the first, but Edward trying to chime back and get some in return. It's actually Flamey, but they haven't accounted for Crims, who's allowed to stay alive in the backline and just start tapping away. And in the blink of an eye, it all falls onto Seized. 1v3. Able to land some damage out on a Crims. Does tag him down at 20 HP, but he has to be careful. I mean, 1v3, bomb dropped in the site. It is going to be tricky for him to get back into this one. Pushing up through short, taking it slow, gets spotted out, crossing the sandbag. Doesn't want to try and commit just yet, doesn't want to get caught out. Has to be worried about a potential push coming in from A as well. Damage being done, able to find the first. So now he makes it competitive into the 1v2. Going to start his push into the site, spots the man in heaven. He's tagged to a measly 3 HP. Sees it's not looking too great for him here. He's only got 40 seconds left to play with as well. So time is running low. He's going to wait, see if anyone from Fnatic wants to try and force the issue, which I don't think they will.
No, there's no reason to, right? They've got control of the bomb. That is sitting back, and at this point he's hoping they make a mistake, right? They've got 30 seconds. He knows he can't win the round in a traditional sense, so he has to hope that they do something a little bit silly perhaps, and maybe Crims pushes towards him. I'm not going to build up the tension too much. I really don't think he can win this one. Indeed, he cannot. It's going to be Electro to finish things off. So a very fast B approach, as I normally say on Overpass. Most teams do favour towards that B bomb site on the pistol. It's Navi rushing in with one smoke deployed by Seized, who had the CZ at the very start, and then taken down. And I guess we can just note a few things as well. Zeus, first time we've casted him, obviously back in Navi now, and a new look Navi, and presumably Simple will be main AWPing, and that's quite an exciting prospect, I guess. He's very erratic, very skilled AWPer, certainly not traditional, and we'll see if that works out for them. At this point, though, he's not going to be saving his money for the AWP. He'll be all in. There'll be 4 CZs, interesting enough. You normally see more Deagles on Overpass, but 4 CZs on the T side. Deagle for Flamey, a couple of smokes to work with as well, and we'll see if they can open things up here as they start to head towards middle with the bomb.
Yeah, JW action, he has that P250 as he saves to try and get some cash for the AWP over on that CT side. Zeus clearing out connector in the meantime. It's going to lead to anything just yet, but they do manage to get control of this. Bomb still waiting down in mid. 2 players over there towards B, but it's aggression up from long. JW slowly but surely encroaching on to the territory of Edward. He's just going to start to peel away, and JW as a result allowed to wrap round the back. Going to keep pushing down, hasn't bothered clearing toilets, so could find himself behind the masses here as the rest of Navi start to make their way down towards B.
You can see Golden rotating over towards B with JW's information towards long. They're very confident it'll be this side of the map is where Navi will be ending up, and that would be correct. So Golden joins him. Flush actually spots a couple as well. HE grenade could be decent. Actually does quite a bit of damage there. Here comes the final play towards one and short.
Crims, he's the man to try and put a stop to it. Simple, able to take one in return. This should be a mop-up. But these CZs can be devastating up close. Fnatic aren't too keen on letting them get that close, though, as they do manage to shut it down. Letcro in with 2. Fnatic, they're going to take that second round. They lose Flusher and Crims, but JW only investing the P250, carrying that UMP forward. Going to come in handy, and he's got enough for the AWP as well.
The couple of kills, they're not a huge deal. The bomb was denied 2 rounds in a row, so Navi have to go full eco here. Maybe a couple of upgraded pistols. I can see Simple with a Deagle, of course. He won't be AWPing anytime soon, I'll tell you that for nothing. He's gone down to $1,600. He's actually got the least amount of money on his team. So I guess it's fine. He's a very, very good rifler as well. They don't need the AWP, to be clear. He's certainly a hybrid player in that sense. But we go into round number 3, and you can see Fnatic keeping a couple of CZs here. They don't have to really invest too much in this round. The CZ will be absolutely fine against these unarmored bodies and heads of Nardis Vincere. JW, how has he made it to this position? Pushing up the connector, going around through T-spawn. He'll head towards middle here, bypass the playground and probably look straight at them. You can hear footsteps here. Wants to get a bit closer. CZ not known for its amazing range or accuracy at that sort of distance. Lecro have a couple of frags there. JW, he just wants these kills. He's tantalizingly close now. Wants the knife as well. Of course he does. He loves it. Double knife? No! Oh, it gets taken down. It's the Deagle. Flamey picked it up. If he had the Glock, he probably gets it. But still worth it, in my opinion. $1,500 in the bag. Still loses the armor and the CZ, but entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah, JW, you can always count on him to provide that level of entertainment. Simple as a result of going down so low, as you said, no chance of him picking up the AWP. There will be one coming out, though, for Fnatic. JW going to be on that, as you would expect. That's the advantage here, only buying up that P250 into that second round.
Yeah, and he's been fantastic recently. The last few nights we've been watching him, he's looked very, very good rolling back the years in many ways and looking fantastic with the AWP, and it looks like a fast round for Navi. Zeus known to be a very cerebral, slow in-game leader. Lekro, though, he certainly is an erratic fragger, but it's going to be Simple to take him down. The double spray down comes through. Great play by Simple there. Crims chimes in with one of his own. That's with the UMP. It's a very chaotic round, I have to say, to kick things off. The first gun round usually is, as the CTs with that Bonatron situation. They've got Famus's UMPs to work with, and Navi with a lack of utility, finding frags still. It's Zeus to take down Flusher.
JW and Crims, they're the two that are left. The bomb should be able to go down here. Crims not really in a position to deny anything. Starts his rotation in with the Deagle. Going to be relying on JW to get into position. He right now clears out connected, doesn't spot anyone. It's going to be Simple who he goes blow for blow with, but already they've slowed right down, not looking like they are going to go for this one. Crims committing in. He's only got the UMP and the Deagle, and even then, now starts to fade away. The nade does not find anything. JW going to hold on to the AWP.
Missed Molotov, but it's fine. No harm, no foul. The cities will be saving at this point. You can see JW all the way back and connected there. Crims, he's in the bathroom area. So simple. I'm sure we're going to replay that double spray down. That was beautiful. The AK control, not many players that can do that, let me tell you. So that was a great way to open things up, and I like the idea from Fnatic. It's the first gun round for them. They've got saved lesser weaponry. They want to try and get in there, try and find that first frag, get an advantage. They know they're up against the AK-47s, but goes wrong. It's not the end of the world. They still have money to buy into this one. They saved the M4, the AWP, and here's that spray down from Simple. That's just lovely. Both headshots as well. One of the world's most gifted CS players in terms of raw talent. Hasn't been able to show as a masterclass in the last 6 months or so because Navi haven't really been performing that well, but that was a great round from him. 3-1, Navi post their first. Orb coming out though. That's going to be in the hands of JW once again. He's towards long. We've got a boost towards B as well. As you can see, flush out, flashed off, has to fall back, drops that HE once again. Double HE going in, doing a ton of damage towards Edward there, down to just 31 points of health. So nice work. Now 7. He can't catch a break.
Not at all. That's actually been enough to deter Navi on back. The bomb going to be dropped. And Edward picking that up now. Probably going to rejoin the guys over in mid as we see Seeds continue his aggression down through short. But look at this from Fnatic. 3 players over at long. It's going to be Golden, Lekro and JW. JW watching it from afar. The 2 rifle players try and take the aggression. The IGL here to back up Lekro. That nade finds a decent bit of damage. Now going to start to fade away. They've done so much from this long position, and Navi find themselves in a suddenly very, very small area of the map, confined, and it's rapidly receding. They're going to be forced over here towards B. The rest of the guys that were at long rotating in, and Zeus, he's the man, along with Simple, to try and split this site wide open. The nades come soaring in. Flamey on the entry. Crims actually going to go ahead and dive into the site, waits on the top of the boxes through the smoke, finds one onto Seized. That's 1 man down. Bomb plant still yet to come through. Plenty of utility up on JW as well. That's going to be worth its weight in gold coming into this retake. And Crims back on the boxes. Zeus does shut him down. Simple finds a man over his short, and suddenly somehow we're back into a 2-on-2. Golden strikes though, leaves it in the 1v1, but Flamey in with 2 from Pit. Fantastic stuff from him to take the 3K. And that is going to be Navi to get themselves a second.
That was crispy from Flamey. Hit like 10 HP as well there to find 3 kills from that pit position. That's really, really nice. That last shot especially. I'm sure we're going to look at that right now. There's the first, and then the way he wins this round as well. Just beautiful stuff. And here comes the last. That's, oh, disgusting. He finds Golden, and it's going to be a big round for Navi to pick up there. 2 in a row. Shuts things down. Fnatic down to an eco. And Crims, it looked like he'd done enough there, those 2 frags, but as soon as he got taken down, Flamey devours 3 players. 3-2. Very likely to be 3-3 here. No armor, no nades. Crims, I guess he's got some body armor there. I don't think that's going to really be winning them around. Simple on the AWP now, Harry, just to note. So we'll track that storyline as it continues. JW does make it towards T-spawn here, once again, through that connector, but can he get anything done? Surely no knife action here. This one's kills.
Lekro is going to be tagged, but how does JW keep on exploiting these holes in the Navi defense? This time it doesn't look like it's going to be mattering too much as they have charged out towards A. JW still yet to pounce on him from behind. Finally going to be able to find one as Seized will go down. So now we're actually into the 3-on-3. JW has himself a rifle. Bomb plant still yet to come in. Simple spots the man out. Edward going to light up Crims in the meantime. Simple finishes off Flusher, and now it is just JW left in a 1v3 down by Long. Aim punch plays into that far too much as his bullets go up into the sky, and there we go. Navi, they equalize it out 3-3 before the buy can come in for Fnatic.
Yeah, they saved the AWP as well. Navi throwing back to Simple momentarily. But you're right, we'll have a buy now for Fnatic. Decent attempt, I have to say. They got a few frags there, but unfortunately can't win the round. But here we go, round number 7. Fnatic starting to stabilize here. Have got a decent buy. Got the utility, couple of sets of diffuse kits as well, and JW on the AWP. Simple heads towards middle. Golden, a little bit aggressive here. Can use that smoke as deterrent from the terrorists. They try to boost up. The Molotov means they have to fall back slightly here. Default round from what I can see from both teams. They've left B a little bit open though, Navi, so need to act quickly. No one watching Monster or Short anymore. Quite passive towards the connector as well, as you can see. The bomb on Simple's back in playground, just waiting for any CT aggression. They found it. JW from middle takes down Edward. 5 on 4, and you'll see him fall back now. That's the hard work done. They can now change positions, hold a different line. JW goes back towards Long. I like this from him. Wants to find the next kill. Going to try and look for Simple here. He's behind the tree right now. Spots the barrel. Easy frag. That's really nice from JW. I would say fall back at this point, but this is JW. Difficult to kind of make him fall back and aim for round victories and glory. But it seems like he's going back to that bomb site now. 5 on 3. You just need to hold the site.
JW's the man of doing the did it by the polar opposite of whatever by the book would mean, as he currently holds off once again over towards Long. He's trying to step up with the AWP, but JW, of course, he wins that out. That's the bomb dropped, and JW on the hat-trick already wants to try and make this round a little bit more spectacular. Lekro will deny any possibility of the ace. Zeus has picked himself up the AWP. Doesn't want to peek on out of the prying eyes of JW once again, or does he, as he wins that out? Leaving it now in the 1v4, going to start to fall back. Try to hold on to the AWP if he can, but they're already hunting him all the way up through mid. Flusher finds him. And now they could actually go for the double up setup if they'd like, but it's somewhat, you know, not too useful here on overpass.
It has its place, I guess, but it's better just to have one AWP, I think, and just be changing it up every single round. Going towards B, middle, long A. Double AWP can be a thing, but it's very difficult to retake some of the bombs after you're playing B. You have to rotate back to try and retake A with an AWP. It's not really that useful, you're right. But JW now, like we said, changing position up every round. Go towards long before. This time, he'll be heading towards that connector, trying to find that first pick. There is going to be players available towards that connector. That will be Flame. He's on a CZ right now. JW is looking incredibly confident. He's got there first, so he'll hold a tight angle. See if anyone pushes into his crosshair here. Flamey just waiting for the aggression. The cities have been showing that. Golden will be watching JW's back for now from bathrooms, as you can see, making sure no one can get down there and flush him out. But in terms of the buy for Navi, they do have the simple AWP, of course. No nades really. Zeus got one smoke, a couple of flashbangs. That's about it. As we get to the 1 minute 10 mark, there it is, JW. Just a matter of time. You could feel it coming. Manages to take him down.
He's looking so good. Man advantage up for Fnatic once again. JW finds himself down in connector. He's going to try and return to the safety of B. Has Crims here. The warm embrace of a friendly Swede there to allow him some entry back into the site. But in the meantime, Zeus not looking too healthy. The nade going to rain in and do that much more damage. Simple doesn't get anything on the repeak. And the Flash's utility being pivotal to keep Navi at bay. JW, well, speaking of bay, he's back on the A bomb site here to try and keep Navi away. Lekro battening down the hatches, a little bit more utility out to try and delay this. Edward's already up and past it though. Going to be pop flashed in by his team, finds the first, goes back for a little bit more, does get tagged from Bank. But he's forced JW away, kept the pressure on, damage being done.
Jumping off shots coming in from JW. Doesn't land anything just yet, but what a position is from C. Surely, couple of frags coming in. Apparently not. JW just on an absolute rampage so far here on overpass. He'll get the first frag and the retake begins. Man advantage for Fnatic. Low HP across the board for Navi. They're dropping like flies. Now up to Edward to find frags, and he's certainly delivering so far. There's one, but gets taken down. Now Zeus left in a 3 versus 1 situation. He is towards middle. Human shield will be deployed. He can still win this one. It would take one godlike spray, but if ever there was a man to do it, this would be it. Zeus gets one, but unfortunately, that's all he'll get. Do we have a kit available? We do indeed, so Diffuse will come in. A little bit closer than they'd have liked, but it's still absolutely fine. Fnatic there, closer than I expected, considering the amount of kills JW is getting. But decent attempt from Navi. after going down to a 5-on-4. Very nice flashbangs and executed smokes towards A. Edward opening things up, gave them a chance in the plan, but forward by Fnatic and JW, that close-range AWP.
Now for Navi, they've had that economy crippled. They've gone in for the bite. It is what they can afford to scrape together. Some armor up for Simple and Seized. They're going to try pushing down through connector. Lekro's here, though, with the M4. Going to be forced back. Does throw the nade in, doesn't find any damage. And you can see that JW could be in danger here of being caught off. They just smoke it up to play it safe and now fall back. Towards toilets. Grims finds the first, has the crossfire set up with Flusher. They're doing damage to the players down in connector. And they wanted to try and burst out to dispatch of Grims. Flusher being up there on short completely denies that play. The bomb's starting to rotate back around.
Oh, hello. I like that. Does damage to Simple. Through the window, it's going to be Crims. Looking very comfortable. Crims, another player who's been stepping up. He's had a resurgence, I'd say, since this lineup's come out. Like, he's only online play, sure, but he's looking very good, like his old self, I have to say. And Flusher with the 4th kill there. Simple, 56, make it 66 HP as he holds the connector, hoping that someone makes a mistake. We'll have a look at the frag charts while we're here. Of course, 12 kills for Crims. Like I said, doing very well at the moment. JW on 9. Steve's 1 for 8. He has definitely had a lot of criticism recently. I think a lot of people were surprised that he managed to survive the shuffle of Navi, a player that hasn't been performing for them and doesn't really seem to have his place within the team right now. He is a very good player historically, but at this point, in the last year or so, it seems he's dropped off in terms of form. And he is technically, I guess, the secondary AWPer for Navi, but I'll give him some time, give him the benefit of the doubt to see how he pans out. I guess he'll probably have to the end of this year to prove himself. I imagine that's probably the timeline he's got right now.
I want to see Simple back on that AWP. Haven't really seen too much from him, really, while he's been on it. I think JW has been winning those out most of the time.
It's definitely an AWP-centric map as well. The AWP duels are a key storyline, and what's going on here? Okay.
Well, we've seen Fnatic try and deboost things on overpasses. Maybe it's...
That's some sort of, like, lineup towards T-spawn, I guess, and I've never seen that before. Oh, God, that jump always scares me. Either way, still everyone alive, no damage being inflicted yet, no crazy wallbangs coming in as of yet. And Flamey coming towards the connector, looking for anyone boosting up on the B-bomb side there. You can see Simple as well, looking towards long A. He's got the bomb, and he is watching for CT aggression right now, holding a really tight angle, hoping he'll find the first pick, and he's going to be committing by the looks of things here. He's got the bomb as well. He needs to be very careful. If he goes down, that's a massive problem, but he will not be going towards long just yet. We know Navi love boosting on this map generally. They gave us some of the most exciting boosts back in 2016. Katowice showed us some amazing things that could be done. But for now, 1 minute remaining. Zeus watching long, trying to find that first pick. Looks like he'll commit here.
Gonna start to walk on round. JW's holding it, and he has to be very careful. 3 players here. JW misses, but now the rest of the team can pounce on out. Somehow Zeus actually able to get 1 before the trade comes in. Now they're aware of the 2 players out and long. In response, Navi just gonna shoot up in towards the A bomb site. JW finds himself cornered off over at long. Golden gonna be here with him. Flamey has crossed into the cubby. Bomb plant comes on through. Flamey going to be holding this. Pop flash now reigns in, takes the peek on the back of it, finds the first. JW doesn't trade, and Flamey being a real nuisance here to keep the AWPer for Fnatic at bay. Molotov actually...
Oh, it doesn't reach him.
He's standing right in it. Flamey's just channeling the name there as he manages to stay alive. Crims going to fall promptly after Flusher left in the 1v4, and you know, we've seen him do some fantastic stuff, but this might be even too much for him.
Bit of a gamble there for Fnatic. 3 players towards long at the very start. I think if they get that first kill cleanly, they probably win it. But because Zeus got the trade, they waited for a little bit more action there, and now they use that as a cue straight away. They know players are isolated towards long, get towards that A site, lock them in, flash them off, and with lack of utility, that was the perfect situation for them. They don't have to go for the wall of smokes. They don't need to worry about CT spawn back, anything like that. Once the bomb's down, fantastic. And there's the Molotov that somehow didn't reach Flame. He got flashed in by his teammates, and that was just a really nice round from Navi. Good mid-round calls. That's something they've been lacking the last year or so. So Zeus coming back in. Seems like they're getting everything together. It's that wallbang once again. We'll kind of track this as a... Oh, I see. So it's T steps they're running up there. If that starts hitting, like that's like body.
Yeah, I was going to say, right? That's like the 2.0 body wallbang. The what, JW overpass wallbang.
We'll have a look at the next round. If he does it again, we'll look at the timings and see if we can work it out.
There you go. They've given this one up early. Clearly not holding on to their strats. Willing to Show all the cards they've got. Man advantage early on for Fnatic. Seas was the first man down. Crim's actually going to go ahead and take the aggression up towards B here. Flamey has come rotating in to try and deter this, but Crims is fast on the trigger, picks him up. That's now going to be a extension on that man advantage. Only 3 players remaining, Edward, Simple, and Zeus, to try and keep Navi in this round. It's going to be a tall order. Simple back on this AWP, and Crims, he's just not stopping. Just a murder machine as he keeps pushing up all the way into T-spawn. Now going to start to have his doubts, his reservations. He's going to start to fade back as Navi gets spotted. Crims in with a second. He's dropped the bomb, has vision on it. And he's going to look to try and lock this down now. Keeps going back for more, and he'll take it all. Somehow Crims in with the 4K. Fantastic stuff from him there, as he single-handedly picks up that 7th round for Fnatic.
Yeah, that's really beautiful from Crims. He's lighting them up in this first half. He's got 16 frags right now. It's looking very, very good indeed. Now, I've got some word in, Harry. As I said, we'd follow the wall bang, but the production guy's been looking into it. He starts firing bullets at 151. A little bit later this time, about 150 it looks like. He's not doing any damage just yet. I really want it to happen, just for the hype. Just get the Reddit clip in, you know, just so it's there. Everyone knows about it at that point. But it's going to be number 12 now. 7-4 Fnatic up against the eco of Navi. P250s, Deagles, CZs, a couple of sets of body armor as well. Edward with 1 smoke. And for now, looks like they're heading towards middle with the bomb. Nothing really clear as to where they'll be ending up, but just trying to dissect the map, take it piece by piece. And they head towards long now. Simple, that's brave. With the bomb again. It seems like Simple's got the bomb almost every single round. He's got the PT50 this time. In terms of their money for next round, there are second stage loss bonus where they lose this. JW gets the first frag. They will have $1,900 on top of what they have right now. And a simple 3,700. Same story for Seized and Edward, really, but this should be quite an easy round, generally.
JW going to be holding close, misses that no escape. He's actually tagged very low, but then lands the shot in retort. Simple's got himself an AWP, and in the 1v3. Could be deadly, but does not account at all for Flusher, who's already up and past that Molotov. So Fnatic, they're going to go 8-4. Now, you know, the thing is, for Navi, they're currently 0-2 down. They've only played 2 maps, so, you know, we can't take that much from it. But they were versus Heroic.
I was about to say, that's a surprising result, I guess.
Exactly, right?
With Heroic losing Valda, we know how good he's been. Their star player coming in and beating a team like Navi. It's still very early days. It's online CS, both teams with new rosters. It's difficult to gauge that much from it, but it's certainly not a promising start for Navi, considering the talent they have available and the experience now of the in-game leaders. But still, we'll get at this one. Aggression towards that connector once again, and it's Crims, of course it is. Finding more frags here, 18 in total now as he falls back towards short. Very good stuff. That's objective complete. Pushing aggressive at the start, find that first pick, shut down any sort of tactic or really, I guess, change that Navi had in mind to kind of get themselves back into this game. But Zeus, that's much better. Double AK spray down, pushes out the door, decent flashbangs as well. CD's could have fallen back with that advantage, wanted to stay a bit longer, but JW equalizes it to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, Golden flashes up, takes the peak. Zeus will take his head off in return. Bomb plant comes in. JW is already forcing the issue up through short. Scoping in on the angle, sees able to find him, turns this round into a Navi round. Lecro left in the 1v3. It's going to be tricky. Near on impossible, and as he rounds through the smoke, Zeus will pick him off, and that is Navi to go ahead and finally get themselves around.
Yeah, really would have preferred Fnatic just to fall back, get that opening pick, but as you can see, I don't think a flashbang is deployed really. It just looked like Fnatic were trying to boost up there towards the window and it's got caught out. And Zeus with the perfect timing, that godlike timing, if you will. It's going to be 8-5, and we still have money available for Fnatic, but I always prefer it as an in-game leader. When you get that first pick, just fall back, play the percentages, and try and use that advantage. Either way, we do have Lecro low on terms of money. He's got UMP here, but JW's fighting back with that AWP.
Navi with everyone over here in middle. No JW this time to go and exploit that by moving through connector. Instead, he's holding a little bit more passive inside the A-bomb site, while Navi, they're taking this round very, very slowly. And this is the sort of very methodical, very, very slow style we'd expect to see from the team now that Zeus is in it. JW starting his push up towards long. Curious to see if he's going to try and extend any further. Lecro now starts to push up into toilets as well, try and get some information from there. Peeks on out, is close to spotting the bomb over in mid, and Flamey's already started his journey up through the toilet. Over here to long now, where JW will be lying in wait.
Bounce flashbang off the toilet sign there, but JW doesn't seem too phased by it, but Simple, you said you've been waiting for him to start stepping up with the AWP. That's a great opening frag there. Now you can see Fnatic really struggle. Navi will be fully committing towards the A side here, but a decent incendiary buys Golden some time here. Good HE as well, but his teammates dropping around him. That's Lekro. Hasn't really been performing this game so far, and Edward with the double frag. Lovely stuff there. That's going to be round concluded. Simple will control the bank. Looking for more here. Flash up. Knows he probably can't win the round, but trying to find frags. It's up to Navi to give them to him. It'll be low HP now for him, as Simple, of course, going for the jumping no-scopes with that AWP. But the bomb's planted, and that should be round over.
Yeah, they want to try and save these because they've got no money to the last round of the half. So any extra firepower they get is going to be worth its weight in gold if they can save up the 2 M4s. And we can see some UMPs dropped. All the buy won't be terrible. It's not going to be amazing either. But they should be able to get pretty much everything you would need to. Not saying that they're actually going to lose Flusher. Crims could have an AK if he wants it. We're going to stick on the M4. Has players hunting him down. They know the importance of finding these frags, and they will get them. So that leaves Fnatic now with, what, $2,250 most on any of these players.
Yeah, it's the last round as well. Have to go for it. So it'll be Deagle, CZ's armor, bit of smoke, and see what they can do. You might want to go aggressive towards maybe short flash over or push towards connector, flash middle, try and just get the first pick. It's very unlikely they win this round. It's a difficult thing to make happen, but we'll see what they can do. Might as well go for it. Looks like they'll be pushing towards that mid area. Flashbang presumably coming over any second. Here it comes. That'll be thrown by Golden. And then I guess we'll follow Crims to see if he can get that first pick. The flash lying in wait. I think it comes over now. And here we go. JW to push him first. Can't find anyone, unfortunately. So they'll keep committing and then round past Edward, who only gets one there. Could have got all three.
Simple takes the peek out with the ult. Able to find the first. Goes back with the dig. And then we'll take a second. Has to be careful because Golden starting to rotate up through mid, actually. I'm going to make this into fade away. Simple watches mid for a few more seconds and then now rejoins the bomb. In the meantime, Flamey's holding off connector. They've shut down all avenues of rotation through middle for Fnatic, and that's a real problem for Golden.
They're still being careful there, Navi. They know this round can slip away. All it takes is one CZ tucked away in a corner, and it can all go wrong. They check every single crevice of the B-bomb site here, but it looks fine. Bomb will be planted. That should be round over. So, Navi, oh, okay, I say that. Golden does get one kill with the AK. Won't call it done just yet, but that might be one step closer. Golden towards connector. Waiting for them to push off, but his hopes of winning this with no kit and 3 kills and a bomb to defuse, I'd say, are very low. So it will be Navi finding round number 7 here. That looked great at the start, but as Navi got more comfortable getting those full buys out, they had some very good rounds indeed. And even with low utility, they managed to kind of capitalize on situations. Good mid-round calls, I think, was the headline there for Navi. Rough start for them, but Fnatic will be leading the first half 8-7. We'll take a quick break and see how this game develops in the second half. back. It's going to be Fnatic versus Navi. Fnatic with a great start there. Looked like they were running away with it, especially thanks to Crims. But Navi, great tactical prowess, as we know, with Zeus joining the lineup. They do get back into it. We did start to see some flamey magic there as well. A bit of simple orb godlike plays, and we'll see whether he can continue that as we get into the second half here. Of course, we swap things over. Fnatic going on the T side. Here are the frag charts for you. Crims finishing on 19 kills. JW 14. He looked very good, I have to say. Flush out quieter than usual, and Golden Boy, I guess we can call him. He will be on 5-4-8. So a little bit quieter as well. When you first saw him the other night, I thought he looked like a great fragger, but still, obviously early days. Here's the first half. He can make up for it in the second, as we'll get ready to go live here. Any predictions here, Harry? Who do you think is going to be running away with this one?
Yeah, it's a very tricky one. I think Fnatic were looking really good early on, but it seemed to kind of slip off towards the end of that first half. I think that's kind of a mixture of Navi finding their footing and also losing that ability to rely on JW and Crims to really open the round up for Fnatic. Moving to the T side, though, I only see that getting stronger, right? So I'm going to go the way of Fnatic, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling, Henry?
Yeah, well, they've got the lead for now, but still, you can't really separate these teams. There's blunders and some godlike plays from either side, but we'll see what happens. I'm having a look at the buy now. It's going to be smokes available for Crimson Golden, but Lekro with 2 frags. He's been quiet this game, and with that Glock rushing the connector, finds 2 Navi players. That'll be the cue to go all in. You don't stop at this point. The Glock train has to go into 5th gear. Seeds can hear them all around him. Surely he doesn't find any frags here. Pretty weak aim from him, I'm afraid, and Lekro, he finds his 3rd frag of the round. That's it. Pistol over. It's going to be Fnatic running away with it. Sees, to be fair, even if he gets 1 kill there, probably doesn't make a difference to the round. But now here it is, Edward. He'll be on the wrong side of the map. And that's the point I'm making is, if you're someone like Lekro, you go to 2 frags. Any tactic you had in your mind at that point, that goes out the window. You've got 2 kills on the A side of the map. You're just rushing it. You're just getting in there, finding the frags. They get the 3rd, and then they fall back towards B. Really nice calls from them. Not a single frag given away. It's going to be 9-7. Navi, known to be very good, though, with the pistols. We know that. So they'll be bringing out the CZs, the Deagles, bit of utility here. Some CD teams prefer the CZs. It's cheaper than the Desert Eagle, means you can get like a smoke or a flashbang, something like that. But for now, here he comes. Yeah, mixture. CZs, Deagles, 1 flashbang. Simple, good to know. He hasn't got armor, Harry. So it's been one thing I've always commented about this team. When Guardian was in it, he always forced ball of everyone. I said, you've got to stop that. You're never going to have the AWP. It's something that was really annoying me when I used to cast Navi in general. But smokes there from Fnatic towards the bathroom area, and this should be just a default from them.
Going to be sneaking out through mid. They leave Flush to watch for any aggression over on B, and Seized could be the man to give it to him, as Zeus has actually gone aggressive down through short as well. Fnatic are prepared, though. Have players waiting in the wings to shut down any aggression out from Navi. Only thing is, Flusher isn't actually going to be able to spot any of the players down on short, so right now, Zeus has pushed up very, very far. And the only way they're going to discover this is when they actually fling that door open and go ahead and make their way on down it. So they are going to stay shy of the B-bomb site just for the time being. JW's tapping away. You see some heads off in the distance. He's desperately trying to click on them, but nothing actually connecting there.
Yeah, that's fine. They're getting map control. You can see Golden there towards the end of the bathroom. They will be presumably finishing up towards there. They've got a couple of smokes here. They come in. They'll be executing momentarily. They seem to find that 1 frag. That's what they want first. They don't want to run into the lion's den, if you will, and find a full stack here. They can just get the man advantage, then go in for the refrags. That should be absolutely fine. But Edward, they're not checking it. The most overlooked corner in CSGO, but doesn't get anything for it. Somehow does a bit of damage, but he won't find a frag. And here we go, Flamey with that Desert Eagle. Gets the headshot on Flusher. JW, though, with the refrag. That's what we want to see here. But, okay, I was about to say, maybe a fly in the ointment as Zeus was coming in from behind. Wasn't enough. And I think Edward, he could have been the catalyst there. That corner, for some reason, every time I look at someone in that position, no one ever checks it. Ever. They always just run past it. They get, like, tunnel vision. But that's sick from Crims. With that Mag 10, the 180. Why not? Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, we're going to see them pick up that 1 flash now over on the side of Navi. This usually is fairly indicative of a fast play out through mid. They're just going to go ahead and toss that over, right, and then
hope for the best.
Try and, yeah, see if they can find anything. Test their luck down in middle.
Here we go. Flash will get no one, and JW's aware this could be a possibility, holding tight towards the playground. First kill coming in any second now. There it is. It's a double as well. Lekro chimes in. Lekro's been a lot better in the second half. I thought he was quite quiet, to be honest, in the first, but seems to be getting his aim together now. Known as one of the mad fraggers of the team. First came onto our scenes, and DreamHack Malmo last year, which is coming up, and that was his debut. He looked very good indeed. Crim's on 22 frags, JW 20, and Flusher and Gold a little bit far behind, but like I said, climbing the ranks now, 16 kills, 9 deaths.
Still, I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more from Flusher right now. He's very, very quiet. He's normally one of the men we can look to be right up there at the top of the board. So he doesn't actually find any damage down through mid. Edward, luckily enough, that one just clips on past him. Golden, they've gone for a bit of a free round here as they try to pick this up with the SMGs. The MAC-10 able to find the first Golden. Not only makes good money there, but now he's got a rifle.
As we normally say, the MAC-10's so deadly on this round because the CT's forced by in a second. You can see they don't have head armor, simple glass cannon, meaning he has no armor as well. These are really scary rounds of CTs, and that's why I don't think you should be force buying in the current meta in CSGO on the second round. Get deagles, sure, maybe a flashbang or two, but don't get the body armor. You need that going forward. You need the helmets just to negate this possibility. Lose this round, you're going down 5-0 to kick things off in the second half, and that's a bit of a nightmare. 5-4 in favor of Fnatic now. Good adjustment though, I like this boost. Things started to go wrong. Get up in a little tower here. That will subside the MAC-10 somewhat. Edward toward the bathroom to long A. Simple, like he said, that glass cannon AWP. Needs to be careful here. It doesn't look like a final commitment. Might just be throwing a MAC-10 in there. Try and get the first pick. Zeus should devour anyone coming out short here. Perfect position. It's not a pre-fire spot, especially got a MAC-10. But they actually managed to upgrade one of those MAC-10s, Harry, to M4, so that's quite nice indeed.
Yeah, waiting here at long is going to be Edward. Lycra ready to push in for it. Going to be lining up this smoke. Now gets weary. Actually misses that jump. Meantime, JW doing the try and push out mid. Edward finds the frag down at long. Doesn't have support though, but it's rotating in. Simple on the orb, able to go ahead and pick up the first. Goes back for more and he'll take it. Golden, he falls too. Simple is going to be tagged. Doesn't have armor to play with, but he's got men within the site. Flusher, how do you take two there? Simple does manage to get the trade. But Flush is showing he is still the original Mac Daddy for Fnatic.
If you could see Fnatic, the timer was like 2 seconds there. So they just really had to run in, hope for the best. I think that's why Lekro, he wanted to jump on the flower bed. He might have just been baiting on a shot, I'm not 100% sure. But I think they realized they've done a great job. They got the 5-on-4, but then the time running so low, it was a bit messy. I think they just realized a little bit too late. Had to just run in with no smokes, no flashbangs. Simple on that glass cannon. He's bluffing that. I'm saying, oh, cool. He's just gifting me frags here, not even going to flash me. I'll take that all day long. He's going aggressive here. Obviously got the armor now. He's going to be feeling a little bit more confident, and they managed to at least get by a little bonus round at 5 Fnatic. We're still 11-8 scoreline. Bamus 4C, Zeus on the UMP, so not fully established yet. They'll have a stronger buy this round. Diffuse kit available for Flamey. They're focusing towards the B side here. Actually, 4 players on this side of the map. 4 Navi. Edward by himself at A for now, M4 in hand. Simple decides to pull back. He's in heaven right now. Trying to see if he can get anything going here. Fnatic trying to concentrate on getting some long control. Got the AWP for JW. That's holding towards middle.
Yeah, they're going to start to wrap down into connector now. Even JW and Lekro up here towards A. While the rest of the guys try and now clear out short, which not going to find anyone pushed up. Flamey, Zeus and C's, they're the 3 that wait for them within this B-bomb site. That they're going to come in and blow out the door. Go ahead and chuck one down. Very short as well, doesn't find any damage just yet. The rest of Fnatic start their aggression up here towards B. Smoke gonna rain in. Try and keep these guys at bay that much longer. It is gonna delay this push, but there's still plenty of utility up for Fnatic. It's just gonna go ahead and throw it on through. Zeus waiting close to the smoke, trying to dodge around the bullets, but Flusher finds him. Flamey and C's there, now the men to try and keep the Swedes away. Within the site, pinned down, layering shots left and right. C's able to take the first, but ultimately it's Lekro to take 3 on the entry. Edward left 1v3, and Lekro, he's just finding heads. Even through smoke, he finishes this round off with a 4K. Fantastic from him, as he has truly awoken.
Yeah, been a key player for them in this second half. Massive round for them to win as well. Look how confident he's looking. He's always been a bright star of Sweden, but never really found a team that suits him. I think this is it. This is the best looking Fnatic lineup I think I've seen in the last year. They seem they've got a nice mixture of tactics, a new in-game leader, fresh ideas coming from the lower level at CS as well, where they've had time to drill all the set pieces and all the different ideas and watching all the top teams. So I feel like this is actually quite a cool prospect for Fnatic, and we'll see whether this works out for them. They're going to be up against a full eco here. Navi just with USBs here, no armor. About 2K per player. They only get $1,900 next round. This might be a double eco territory, and it's going to be almost certainly 13-8. Have a disappointing map here for Navi potentially. It's going to take an absolute miracle to win the next round. Definitely won't have the AWP. Simple, just 1,400 bucks.
Yeah, this should be a round as well. They don't manage to do too much damage, just the USPs. No aggression either to come out from Fnatic to give anything up. No errors made. So they take it very slowly, going to be checking everything methodically. Now slowly aggressing up through long. Players over in mid as well. Have Golden holding the potential aggression out from Navi through Sean B. They've actually rotated everyone up into A, which does mean that Fnatic will be walking into the stack here if they don't give anything up early on and they let that clock keep working down. They don't have a lot of time, so they will just have to execute out onto one of these sites. Now they spot one of the men aggressing. Down goes Ceased. Edward's trapped in the corner. He's going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Golden will be able to find him. The Glock on JW doesn't get work done, but it's only one frag. Flamey does take one more damage inflicted, but Fnatic still win the round out. 13-8. The bye. Still, it's going to be very weak for Navi, but they are going to go for it.
They have to really need to start winning rounds. They couldn't really afford the double eco, so they will buy into it. 3 UMPs, a couple of M4s. There are some kits available for the players with those SMGs we mentioned before. Bit of utility here, but certainly no orbs, and going to be struggling this round. The orb of JW should be looking to find frags. Round number 7. Simple goes towards the connector, trying to buy himself some time by dropping the incendiary. But I don't know how low the money is at this point. Jumpy, the coach, probably just shouting them, saying, right, slow things right down. Don't need to overcommit. Beta, whatever utility they have, stay together. Go in, trade frags. Objective at this point, just find that first opening kill. Ascertain what kind of weapon they have. Have they force bought? We're not 100% sure yet. There is some basic map control coming in from the CTs. This is what they have to do. They have to challenge for these frags to start. Can't hold off a full execution here. Not with this sort of weaponry. Don't even have the orb to work with. Simple. He's also got one of the lesser weapons there. One of their key fraggers. We'll see where he can step up here.
Flame is actually going ahead and take the aggression down through short to back up Seized. Golden is weary though. Goes ahead and closes the door as him and Crims try to continue out to mid. Going to rejoin JW up here, along with Lecro. Zeus is aggressive along that nade. Well, not the nade that we were foretold was about to go down, but now the smoke's going to rain on in. Zeus, this aggression does pay off, at least initially. Takes down Lecro. He's been a real driving force in these rounds, in the site takes. He's been the man providing the entries, so now that responsibility falls onto someone else. It's going to be Crims as he tries to break his way in once again on the 180, but it's JW to finish off the second man. Simple flashes on through, walks out behind them, finds the first, goes in for a little bit more, but Crims is on the trade, and now it's all eyes on Flamey before he hits the deck as Golden finishes off the last 2 with his Tech 9. Fnatic there to get themselves that 14th round. They only lose a couple of players in the process.
Was a big round for Navi to give away there. That was pretty much all in, Harry. We knew the money was low. Loss bonus isn't even there for them, really. They're at 3rd stage right now. Have to force. They can't go down to match point this early on. So they kind of have gone for it. So it Cease has gone all in. Zeus is kind of joining him, but it looks like they're almost allowing Fnatic to get to match point. I guess that is no. They need to play for overtime now. I think a lot of teams would force by here and think, we're not going to have a chance. We're not going to win that many rounds. But looks like Navi, at least hopeful, they're not giving up just yet. They can win it out with the real weaponry.
Still, I mean, this should mean that Fnatic are able to reach a 15-8 scoreline. So RV clearly still have faith in themselves. Flamey going to try and go aggressive. Backs up Zeus for the trade. And Zeus gets spotted down on B. He's the man with the UMP and armor. He is going to try and cross. He's just trying to bait the shots on out. But Zeus, as I said, had gone aggressive in connector previously. No one was watching it. And Golden, you got to be careful because there's a man sneaking up behind you. And oh, they're just going to go past each other. Golden's walking away, but
oh no,
Zeus is closing in. He's determined to go for the knife. Oh, he does find it. Now he's got the AK. Crims is there, but Zeus, he falls, doesn't manage to get it done. And that could have been the real turning point here for Navi. Edward down in mid, going to be cut down like a lamb to the slaughter, and now Seized and Simple. They're the 2 that remain. 2v4. Fnatic just about to waltz into the A-bomb site and take this one.
There were some signs of hope there. Zeus gets the double frag and connector. We might have had a round on our hands, but at this point it's a 4-on-2. Siege and Simple with the impossible task to hold off a full Fnatic play towards the B bomb site, and that's the frag that really counts. Seized, he has been quiet this game. He's currently on 7 kills, 18 deaths. We really need him to start stepping up his game, generally speaking. It's been a rough couple of months for him, and needs to prove himself within this new look Navi squad. I think he's next on the cutting board, Harry. If anyone has to go, it's probably him next, right? I think he was, like I said, he was kind of lucky to make it past this shuffle. A lot of speculation around that particular player, but 15-8. It's round number 9. They went for this round. M4s, UMPs, and an AWP. They need 7 rounds in a row just to keep their heads above water and push it to overtime. It'd be a hell of a comeback. I'm not believing just yet.
Well, let's see if Simple on the AWP can make you believe, as that smoke going to rain in down towards mid, blocks off any aggression from Toilets, but already Edwards bypassed it completely. He's all the way up into party. And he's going to be waiting. Lecro has an inkling that some aggression could have come out. Going to go ahead and take the peek. Isn't ready, and Edward has found the man advantage. Navi in the driving seat in this round, and it's going to be brought home that much more as Edward doubles down. Flamey able to get one in the meantime. And in the blink of an eye, it does fall onto Flusher. And Crims make that just Flusher 1v5. Desperate to try and stay alive. And Navi, they're going to be closing in, hounded by the guns of this revamped Navi roster. Flusher, he will fall. It's a flawless round for Navi. Henry, does that get you believing a little bit more?
It was a convincing round, wasn't it? But still plenty of money here for Fnatic. Once they start whittling down the money, and we see some force buys from Fnatic and a bit of desperation, and the cracks start to form, maybe I'll start believing that point. That's a very good round, I'll give them that, but still a lot of work to do here. Now it's down to 6 rounds. At this point, you don't look at the scoreboard at the top. You're just looking round by round. Just play your game, hope for the best, and we'll see whether they can get back into this one. Win 2 more, get to double digits, and I feel like that's when we can start making this a little bit interesting. But this is another play with Simple towards the B bomb site. Flashbangs towards middle from Fnatic. Very default round. Bomb still down in T-spawn for them. Edward holding the bathrooms there, and Golden just looking for any sort of aggression. As Edward lies in wait, doesn't want to push too far here. Really investigating for too much information, is hoping he can find the first pick, but it's Crims that greets him. What a game he's having so far. Fantastic stuff from Crims. 5-on-4. This could be the beginning of the end.
Zeus now trying to fill the boots of Edward while Simple holds the outside of Toilets from the site. They have a mighty crossfire set up between them, but Simple gonna miss the first shot. Leaves Zeus to fend for himself. Does manage to drop the bomb on the repeat, so we're back into the 3-on-3 and continues holding these angles aggressively. Gonna be waiting for Golden to wall sun out, but JW slowly but surely pushing down through long. Could be the spanner in the works that Navi don't exactly dream of. Starts his tirade down through long. Navi have preemptively rotated Simple off, anticipating that this was all a fake, and Fnatic trying to sell that double fake. Simple's rotated back up in the meantime. As now the real play comes in. Smoke will fall to try and block off the major avenue. JW finds Simple, and now it is just Flamey and Seized left standing. Seized within the site. Flamey rotating on round. It has to be a huge round from this man, and he's going to fall at the first hurdle. Flamey is the last player left for Navi. 1v3. It's a tall order for anyone. He's going to try and step up, find some damage, but Golden takes his head off, and that is going to be Fnatic to pick this up 16-9. Navi, they are out of that round the second they lose Edward and Simple.